News.
Happening now, nearly 1,000 acres burning in a large grass fire northeast of Tulsa. 2 News working for you with team coverage.
We begin with Liz Bryant. She's live in Craig County tonight. Liz, it looks like it's quite a mess out there.
Well, Russ and Karen, this is just a small spot of charred land here in here in Craig County. We are between White Oak and Bunker Hill, and you can also see some of the smoke smoldering still in the background. Let's take a close-up look at that. Right now the fire is contained. Volunteer firefighters are free to leave. Take a look at the aerial photos. Up earlier, volunteers fought this wildfire since 9 this morning, and here is what the homeowners in the area have to say. The smoke, an intruder in Craig County since 9 this morning. Highway 60 shut down for a short time. It forced semi-truck drivers to turn around with no space. And while the flames surround them, Alice and Carl Null's plan, just pray.
God, please stop this. Help the firefighters. Help me and help my neighbors. Just stop this.
This is what their neighbor's land looks like. Embers even flew into the Null's backyard. Carl used a gunny sack to put the fire out. Because they have no water, the fire broke a line.
If I hadn't put it out and waited on a fire truck to get here, it would have just got bigger and got out of control and would have been fighting 2 different fires. Would have had one on the east side of the road and one on the south side or west side of the road.
A former volunteer firefighter himself, Carl and Alice Null's plan to just pray seems to work for now.
I'm thinking about going back and joining the fire department now because of what they do for other people.
Went around me. I think because I asked. And I thank Jesus for it.
Right now, we want to take you to aerial video of this wildfire here in Craig County that started around 9 this morning. The emergency manager says he believes it charred around 800 to 1,000 acres, and it possibly started in a pasture south of Highway 60. Also, Alice, who you just met, she told me that she will not be able to sleep tonight monitoring this fire. And right now, the Craig County emergency manager does not know what sparked this. It is under investigation. Dan Perlman joins me. And Dan, you've also been tracking down what all was impacted by this fire.
Yeah, Liz, and actually we were just up at a convenience store and I had the chance to speak with one of the volunteer fire chiefs with the Rolling Hills Fire Department. He told me, like you said, that this fire is now under control. Of course, you can still see all of that smoke and you can still smell it pretty heavily in the air out here. Now, I did have the chance to speak with the Craig County emergency manager. He told me this fire started around 9 o'clock this morning in a pasture, and as Liz said, it's burned up to 1,000 acres of land. The good news is that it's mostly a wooded area. No homes were burned here, no cattle burned here. The only building destroyed so far was a barn. Now, these crews tell us the wind keeps sparking this fire just a little bit, but again, you know, there are volunteer fire departments from Craig, Mays, and Rogers County out here. You know, Liz, I know you've been out here all day. Obviously, yeah. It has to look much better than earlier.
It looks a lot better. At one point, we were really nervous because we were coming up on Highway 60, and that's when the fire started jumping over Highway 60. And so one of the emergency managers got on his intercom and said, turn back around, do not come here anymore. Meanwhile, Lee, my photographer, and I are standing there capturing the video to show everyone, and the flames are shooting up, and it was a very intense moment. Sure. And the emergency manager told me this is one of the largest wildfires that they've seen in years. Russ and Karen will have continuing coverage out here at 6 o'clock. Back to you.